morning friends. When we use any language, we need to understand certain structures of that language, and there is no exception to English. When we learn English, we need to understand different structures. Direct and indirect narration or direct and indirect speech is very important both in written and spoken form of English language. Let us understand it with the help of this situation. These are two persons, A and B. When A speaks face to face to B or on distant mode, means on mobile, it is direct speech. When A speaks to face to B, it is direct speech. Now see, when B tells D what A had said, while telling it, B uses his own words. He makes some necessary changes. So that is indirect speech. So let us see what is important to use direct and indirect speech, what is necessary to understand, what changes are essential, how to make these changes. So we need to understand the basics first, and then we will proceed to the actual conversion of the sentences of direct speech into indirect speech. For this chapter, we need to understand few more things about English language. Let us see here. Types of sentences. Assertive sentences, it's two types, affirmative sentence and negative sentence. ज्याला आपण विधानार्थी वाक्य म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये, होकारार्थी विधानार्थी आणि नकारार्थी विधानार्थी. So assertive sentence, then exclamatory sentence, त्याला आपण उद्गारवाचक वाक्य म्हणतो. Then interrogative sentence which ends with a question mark, प्रश्नार्थक वाक्य. त्याचे पुन्हा दोन प्रकार, two types, WH question and verbal question. This verbal question is also known as yes no type question. And imperative sentence. So there are different situations in imperative sentences: command, order, advice, request, instruction or warning. So these are the types of sentences. When we change sentence of direct speech into indirect speech, we need to understand first the sentence given in the quotation mark, what type of sentence is it. So knowing the type of the sentence is very important step. Then accordingly we need to use reporting verb. It is based on or related to the type of sentence which reporting verb is to be used while turning the sentence or converting the sentence into indirect speech. As well as we need to use subordinating conjunction. To change the sentence into indirect speech, we need to use subordinating conjunction. It also is related to the type of sentence. When there is assertive sentence, maybe affirmative, maybe negative. If speaker and listener both are given in the sentence of direct speech, we need to use told. Or if there is said to, instead of it, we need to use told. But if listener is not given, only speaker is given, then we can keep said as it is. Conjunction, subordinating conjunction, that for assertive sentence, both affirmative and negative. Now exclamatory sentence. Here is very important point. When there is an exclamatory sentence and we are asked to change it into indirect speech, remember first we need to convert the sentence orally into assertive. म्हणजे उद्गारवाचक वाक्य जर असेल तर एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेन्स असेल तर आधी ते तोंडी काय करायचं आहे, विधानार्थी मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं आहे. देन रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब एक्सक्लेम्ड इज टू बी युज्ड. त्यातला सेड काढायचा आहे, सेड दिला असेल किंवा अन्य काही रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब असेल तर ते काढून इनडायरेक्ट मध्ये रूपांतर करताना एक्सक्लेम्ड हे रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब वापरायचं आहे. अँड सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन दॅट. आणि मग असर्टिव्ह च्या रूल प्रमाणे त्याचा आपण इनडायरेक्ट स्विच करतो. Now this is very important. Interrogative sentence, both WH question and verbal or yes no type question. Now here similarity and differences. Similarity is that in both the subtypes reporting verb is the same, asked, but very important difference between these two subtypes, WH question and verbal question, which are the two subtypes of interrogative sentence. प्रश्नार्थक वाक्याचे इंग्रजी दोन प्रकार पडतात, उपप्रकार पडतात, WH प्रश्नार्थक शब्द आणि verbal म्हणजे yes no टाइप. तर याच्यामध्ये इथे if it is WH question, then subordinating conjunction, the given WH word in the particular sentence is to be used as subordinating conjunction. But if the sentence in the quotation marks in direct speech, if it is verbal question or yes no type question, and when we change it into indirect speech, we need to use either if or whether as a subordinating conjunction while making the changes. And in imperative sentences, in case of all, if it is affirmative imperative, then we need to use to as subordinating conjunction. If it is negative, then we need to remove do and use not to. This is in case of subordinating conjunction. But remember here, this depends on the situation, whether it is command. If it is command, then reporting verb is to be used commanded. If it's order, then reporting verb ordered. If it is advice, noun form C. So we need to use advised reporting verb. If it's request, we need to remove the word please, indicator of request, and use the reporting verb requested while changing the sentence into indirect speech. If it's instruction, then we need to use instructed as reporting verb while changing it into indirect speech. If it's warning, then reporting verb to be used is warned. So these changes are very important, and again I would like to draw your attention on these basic changes when changing the sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. These are the changes of pronouns. If you see, I, first person singular pronoun I, is changed into he or she. It depends on the gender of speaker in the given question. जो वक्ता असतो वाक्यामधला डायरेक्ट स्पीचचा, तो पुल्लिंगी आहे का स्त्रीलिंगी आहे, masculine or feminine, noun or pronoun, its number is also important. म्हणजे त्याचं वचन पण महत्त्वाचं आहे, तो एक वचन आहे का अनेक वचनी आहे हे पण महत्त्वाचं आहे. म्हणजे स्पीकर, हिज और हर, जेंडर अँड नंबर याचा पण आपल्याला डोक्यामध्ये विचार करावा लागेल while changing the sentence into indirect speech. Now you, nominative case, singular number is turned into third person pronoun he or she. We, first person plural number pronoun is turned into they, third person plural. Then you, plural number, तुम्ही अर्थाने, nominative case, so is turned into they. Me, objective case, is turned into him or her. You, this is objective case, तुला या अर्थाने, so is turned into him or her. Again you, हा तुम्ही अर्थाने, plural number, objective case, so them, us, them. Then my or mine is turned into his or her. Your is turned into his or her. Yours is turned into their. Our is also turned into their. Myself is turned into himself or herself as per the context. Then yourself is turned into himself or herself. Yourselves is turned into themselves. Ourselves is turned into themselves. It is turned into itself. Now some more basic changes. This is turned into that. These, those. Here, there. Today, that day. Tonight, that night. Now, then. Yesterday is turned into either the day before or the previous day. Next, the following. Ago, while changing into indirect speech, before. Tomorrow is turned into the next day. And now verb changes, helping verbs from here. Am and is. is turned into was. Are sometimes were, but sometimes was also. It depends on the context. How the pronoun change is changed. Has and have is turned into had. Shall and will is turned into would. Sometimes should also. Can, could, may, might. Now tense wise changes. Simple present tense is turned into simple past tense. The sentence in simple present tense is changed into simple past tense while changing into indirect speech. But here one exception. The exception is when there is universal truth or general fact, then it remains unchanged. We need to understand it. I will explain it when we will consider some examples of that kind. Then present continuous tense or present progressive tense is changed into past continuous. The sentence in present perfect tense is changed into past perfect tense. The sentence in present perfect continuous tense is changed into past perfect continuous tense. The sentence in simple past tense is changed into past perfect tense. Only when there is incomplete verb, it remains unchanged. Exception. Then past continuous tense means sentence, direct speech sentence in past continuous tense or past progressive tense is turned into past perfect continuous tense or past perfect progressive tense. In simple future tense, the structure is will plus main verb or base verb. In direct speech, when we change the sentence into indirect speech, instead of will, we need to use would and plus main verb or base verb as it is. So, and last one, future continuous tense, will be plus present participle we use in direct speech, but when we change the sentence into indirect speech, we need to use, instead of will be, we need to use would be plus present participle. So these basic changes, all these basic changes are very important while changing the sentence into indirect speech. Let us see one thing again. When two persons speak face to face or on distant mode to each other, we call it direct speech. It is also called direct narration. While writing in direct speech, we quote, means we use quotation marks like this. त्याला मराठीमध्ये आपण अवतरण चिन्ह म्हणतो. Quotes or quotation marks. We quote or use quotation marks. We quote the sentence spoken by a speaker. बोलणारा जो असतो, वक्ता जो असतो, तो जे बोलतो त्याला आपण कोट करतो. कशामध्ये? In direct speech or direct narration. And when we turn the sentence into indirect speech, we remove all the quotation marks. Only we use full stop at the end of the sentence or at the length of the sentence. So this is to be kept in mind. And now let us start to do some practice of examples changing into indirect speech. With the help of all these changes, I have kept the charts open to practice. So you can also look at the chart necessarily. And now let us start. Change into indirect speech. See, I don't wish to talk about it, complained the sweeper. I don't wish to talk about it. Now, quotes are from I to it. So this is the spoken part, reported part. Now, who is the speaker? The sweeper boy is the speaker. Listener not given. So these are the important steps. When you read the sentence, find out its type. So its type is assertive sentence. I don't wish to talk about it. This is assertive sentence. It's negative. होकर विधानार्थी है, नकारार्थी है. So we have to apply these rules. Here reporting verb is given complaint. keep complaint, no problem. If you use said, again no problem. Better we can keep complaint because listener is not given, so we will not use told, and we will go with that as subordinating conjunction because the type of the sentence is assertive negative. So let's start. The sweeper boy complained. Now subordinating conjunction, that why I kept complaint, because as it is given here, no problem, that subordinating conjunction, who says I, the sweeper boy. So I turned into he. Why not she? Because he is a boy. So gender is important, number is important, that he. Now here simple present tense is turned into simple past. So you can see here, I don't wish to talk about it, is simple present tense. So it will be turned into simple past tense, so that he did not wish to talk about it, full stop. So this is the answer. I again read it. The sweeper boy complained. You can use said also, no problem. That he, I made a change here. He did not, again I made a change here. Wish to talk about it, and I removed the quotes and I gave the full stop. So this is indirect speech. Now let us proceed to the second one again. Don't raise such dust, Sitaram called out to Nathu. Now who is the speaker? Sitaram is the speaker. Who is the listener? Nathu is the listener. Now type of the sentence, imperative sentence and negative one. It is imperative, आज्ञार्थी वाक्य आहे आणि नकारार्थी आहे. मग आपण या ठिकाणी बघितलेला आहे. When imperative sentence is negative, नकारार्थी असल्यास do not ऐवजी don't वगळून त्याऐवजी not to वापरावे. This is important. आता इथे काय घ्यायचं reporting verb? We have to decide. This is Sitaram's. We can't say order or command. We can say advised. We can say advised. So Sitaram you can use asked also. Sitaram advised Nathu not to raise. This is very important. I have removed this don't and I have used not to. Sitaram advised Nathu not to. Oh, sorry. I am extremely sorry. I repeated the word. Not to raise such dust. And again at the end only full stop. All the quotes are removed. Sitaram advised Nathu not to raise such dust. Now example number 3 again. Well, tell him to come and see me tomorrow, said Mrs. Srivastav. Well, tell him to come and see me tomorrow, said Mrs. Srivastav. Now here, tell him to come and see me tomorrow, said Mrs. Srivastav. This is imperative sentence and this is an instruction. But what about well? This is expression. Now how to convert such expressions? This is a little bit challenging. It needs practice of reading with proper understanding and practice of using it. Means application is very important. Now let us see. Who is the speaker? Mrs. Srivastav. Who is the listener? Not given here in the sentence, but we know the context. Mrs. Srivastav instructed it to Sitaram, the washerman's son. So, but if it is not given in the sentence, we will not use it. So speaker is Mrs. Srivastav. assumed and instructed to tell him to come and see her the next day. If you see the underlined word in answer, I removed this expression well because it is comprehension. When Sitaram had suggested her, so she accepted it. She did not deny it. How did she accept? Well, so this is the acceptance what Sitaram had told her. So Mrs. Srivastav assumed. I replaced well with assumed. So this is comprehension. याला असा रूल नाही आहे a अधिक b बरोबर ab किंवा 2ab असा गणितासारखा अल्जेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन सारखा रूल नाही आहे भाषेमध्ये. It needs understanding the situations, understanding the expressions, their context and its application. So त्याला पर्याय नाही आहे. Mr. Srivastav assumed and instructed to. This is now these two double underline. Look at here. Imperative sentence, subordinating conjunction to. So I used it here to tell him to come and see me. So me is turned into her. See here. Me, him or her. So here speaker is Mrs. Srivastav, feminine gender, so me is turned into her, not him. See her, and if you see here tomorrow, here in direct speech the word is used tomorrow. So tomorrow is turned into the next day in changing in indirect speech. So I change it into the next day. Now complete answer. Mrs. Srivastav assumed and instructed to tell him to come and see her the next day. I hope you have understood all the three examples. Let us proceed for few more examples. Now let's proceed for example number 4 to change into indirect speech. The given sentence is, do you know my dear that said Govindram's bank can't even pay its employees? Mrs. Srivastav said to Mrs. Bhushan. Now step number 1. Identify the type of the sentence given in the quotes or quotation marks. So, do you know my dear that said Govindram's bank can't even pay its employees, and it ends with question mark. See here. So, this is interrogative sentence. This is interrogative sentence and its subtype. Do you know my dear? Yes, I know. No, I don't. So, this is verbal question because it begins with helping verb, primary auxiliary verb to. So we call such type of interrogative sentence either verbal question or yes no type question. Okay, and now speaker is Mrs. Srivastav, feminine gender, singular number. Listener is also feminine gender and singular number, Mrs. Bhushan. So both are ladies. Type of sentence we have identified. We have noted speaker and listener. Now necessary changes. So speaker is Mrs. Srivastav. So start. Mrs. Srivastav asked. Why asked? I removed here said to, and I have taken reporting verb asked. You see here verbal question, reporting verb asked. Mrs. Srivastav asked Mrs. Bhushan you can use either if or whether, one of these two subordinating conjunctions, either if or whether, या दोन्हींपैकी कुठलाही एक सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये कन्वर्ट करताना घ्यायचा आहे. सो आय हॅव टेकन हियर if. Mrs. Srivastava asked Mrs. Bhushan if. Now here very important, when we frame any type of question, we take the helping verb, then subject, and then base verb. So when we convert it into indirect speech, we convert the question into assertive. So if you, to whom is used you, Mrs. Bhushan, तुला माहित आहे का, डू यू नो, कुणाला उद्देशून म्हटलंय, मिसेस भूषणला. फेस टू फेस कन्व्हर्सेशन आहे, डायरेक्ट स्पीच आहे. वी आर कन्वर्टिंग इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. सो यू, तुला. सी हियर, you singular number objective case is converted into him or her. आता इथे आपण हर घेणार कारण मिसेस भूषणला उद्देशून बोललेला आहे. सो मिसेस श्रीवास्तव asked Mrs. Bhushan if here this you is not objective case, nominative case. You singular number, nominative case, you is turned into he or she. So if she, this is simple present tense of the question, so we is turned into simple past. Do you know? So if she knew, K-N-E-W, I removed do, even I removed no, and I have taken second verb, second form, past tense form. If she knew, that set Govind Ram's bank here can't will be turned into couldn't or could not even pay its employees. Full stop. Let us see the answer again. Mrs. Srivastava asked Mrs. Bhushan if she knew that. Conjunction is used here. This is subordinating clause added in the question, so we are going to take it as it is. Only there is one change, can't will be turned into couldn't. So if Mrs. Srivastava asked Mrs. Bhushan if, this is reporting verb, this is subordinating conjunction, tense change. She knew that Seth Govind Ram's bank couldn't, this is again one change, basic change, even pay its employees, full stop. So this is the complete answer in indirect speech. This was in direct speech. Now question number 5. Dipchand, have you heard the latest? The Peoplenagar Bank is about to collapse, said Kamal Kishore, the photographer. Now see, this is a little bit challenging. How it is challenging? Need to understand. Here two different types of sentences have been given in the same question. This is very important. This is a little bit challenging, and up to the students in standard 9th and 10th, these kinds of questions can be asked. So we need to do practice. First, before practicing, we need to understand it, how to add these different types of sentences and make the single sentence a longer one. So Now, very important thing, find out type of sentence. Have you heard the latest? Verbal question. And again, the People Lover Bank is about to collapse. Statement. So one is verbal question. See, one is verbal question and the other is statement. Which is statement? The People Lover Bank is about to collapse. This is statement. The People Lover Bank is about to collapse. This is statement. Deepchand, have you heard the latest? This is verbal question. So two different types of sentences have been given in the same question. Second, who is the speaker of the sentence? Kamal Kishore, the photographer, is the speaker. And who is the listener? Deepchand. Where is the listener given? Inside the quotation marks. त्याला बाहेर काढावा लागेल आता. दीपचंद हा लिसनर आहे, त्याला बाहेर काढायचा आहे. मग रिपोर्टिंग व्हर्ब अनुसरून वापरायचे आहे. दोन वेगवेगळे रिपोर्टिंग व्हर्ब येतील, दोन सबऑर्डिनेट कंजंक्शन्स येतील. इथे थोडं आपण काळजीपूर्वक लक्ष देण्याची गरज आहे. आय रिक्वेस्ट यू टू आय ड्रॉ युअर अटेन्शन हियर टू अंडरस्टँड इट प्रॉपरली. If you fail to understand, you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp number. If you fail to understand particularly this fifth example, I will explain it personally. Kamal Kishore, the photographer, asked Deepchand. Now see, I have used reporting verb asked for verbal question. Ask Deepchand. Now this time I am using whether. मगाशी मी if घेतला, आता मी whether घेऊन बघतोय. काय फरक पडत नाही त्याने. Because they are optional to each other. If and whether. So Deepchand, ask Deepchand whether he had. टेन्स पण विचारात घ्यायचा आहे. Have you heard? This is present perfect tense of the interrogative sentence. So we need to convert into past perfect tense. See here. Present perfect tense of direct speech sentence. When we turn such sentence into indirect speech, we convert it into past perfect. So have you heard? Present perfect tense. We need to convert it into past perfect. So whether he had heard. Inversion पण महत्वाचा आहे. He had heard. Whether he had heard the latest. इथून पुढे गंमत आहे. We have completed one part, that is verbal question. आता पुढे स्टेटमेंट आहे. Now it is statement. आता ते कनेक्ट करायचं आहे. ते कसं करायचं आहे? This is important. So I draw your attention. आता इथे कंजंक्शन घ्यायचं आहे, कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन and आणि said किंवा told ऐवजी इथे टाकायचं आहे added. And added that subordinating conjunction. हे महत्वाचं आहे. And added that the T small the People Lover Bank is turned into was about to collapse. And full stop. Now see the complete answer. Kamal Kishore, the photographer, asked Deepchand whether he had heard the latest and added that the People Lover Bank was about to collapse. and I have converted into indirect speech. Let's proceed for few more examples. Now let us proceed to example number 6. Again I request you, I draw your attention here on example number 6. This is exceptional one, very important one. The geography teacher said to the class, the earth rotates round the sun. Now see, when there is universal truth stated in direct speech, no change in tense, it remains unchanged, its tense remains unchanged. म्हणजे काय? पुन्हा एकदा लक्ष द्या इकडे. डायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये अवतरण चिन्हातील भागात एखादं त्रिकाल अबाधित सत्य, त्याला आपण युनिव्हर्सल ट्रूथ म्हणतो, ते जर सांगितलेलं असेल, वर्णन केलेलं असेल, अशा वाक्याचं इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये रूपांतर करताना, while converting such sentence into indirect speech, the tense remains unchanged. म्हणजे जसं इतर वाक्यांचं सिंपल प्रेझेंटचं सिंपल पास्ट मध्ये कन्वर्जन करतो, तसं होत नाही. This is exceptional. That's why I had made a star here. So this is the star. This is exception to the rule. त्या नियमाला हा अपवाद आहे. आणि अपवाद काय पुन्हा एकदा सांगतो. When there is universal truth described in the sentence of direct speech, and when we convert such sentence into indirect speech, tense remains unchanged. This is very important. Now let us turn it. Who is the speaker? The geography teacher. Who are the listeners? The class. Collective noun. Let us take. The geography teacher remove said to. आता इथं हा बदल होणार. काय होणार? स्टेटमेंट आहे. said to ऐवजी told घ्यावे. So I removed said to and taken told. कारण स्पीकर आणि लिसनर दोन्ही पण आहे. The speaker is the geography teacher and listener the class. So told the class. Now subordinating conjunction that. The geography teacher told the class that, and now no change in tense, that the T small earth rotates, I have kept as it is, round the sun. No change in the tense, full stop. I repeat again. The geography teacher told the class that the earth rotates round the sun. No change in tense because this is universal truth described in direct speech. So when I converted the sentence into indirect speech, I did not change the tense, but I did some necessary changes. What necessary changes did I make? I removed said to and taken told. Then I have used subordinating conjunction that. I removed the quotation marks, but I did not make any change in tense. So this is the answer. Let's proceed to example number 7. He always tells us there is no substitute to hard work and tenacity. Again important exceptional sentence or question given here. Very important, because when you are in a hurry in examination hall, you make some mistakes, because you are in a hurry, you are in panic, you have stress of time management, and you make the mistakes. So you must be in a relaxed mood. If you understand everything properly before the exam, so exam you can enjoy actually in the examination hall. So this is the time to understand properly if you want to enjoy in the examination hall. How? I draw your attention here. Tells. Reporting work of direct speech sentence tells. मराठीत सांगतोय पुन्हा एकदा सर्वसामान्य विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी. डायरेक्ट स्पीचच्या वाक्यामध्ये रिपोर्टिंग वर्क जर वर्तमान काळात असेल, if the reporting verb in the sentence of direct speech is base verb or the verb in present form, no change in the tense when you change such sentence into indirect speech. अशा प्रकारचं वाक्य इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये बदल करताना त्याच्या काळात बदल करायचा नाही. वरील प्रमाणे जसं हे युनिव्हर्सल ट्रूथ आहे तसं इथे रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेझेंट फॉर्म मध्ये आहे म्हणून इथे बदल होत नाही. बेसिक चेंजेस मात्र होतील जे असतील ते. लेट अस सी नाउ हु इज द स्पीकर. ही. ऑलवेज तो टेल्स तसाच घ्यायचा आहे. नो चेंज. ही ऑलवेज टेल्स लिसनर अस. काय काढून टाकायचं आहे? कॉमा आणि कोटेशन मार्क. स्टेटमेंट आहे दिलेलं म्हणून दॅट घेतलं कंजंक्शन. ही ऑलवेज टेल्स अस दॅट. टी स्मॉल केला. देयर नो चेंज इन टेन्स म्हणून इज तसाच ठेवला. देयर इज नो सबस्टिट्यूट to hard work and tenacity. He always tells us that I have used subordinating conjunction. I have made it small. No change in verb because the reporting verb is in present form. Is no substitute to hard work and tenacity. I removed all the quotes and commas and given full stop. And now last question number 8. Rohit's father said to him, "My child, what a sincere boy you are." Now see, who is the speaker? Rohit's father. Who is the listener? Him. म्हणजे कोणाला म्हटले? आतमध्ये आणखी संदर्भ आहे, एक्सप्रेशन आहे. माय चाइल्ड म्हणजे त्यांच्या मुलालाच म्हटले असं आपण गृहीत धरूया. कारण रोहित फादर रोहितला म्हणाले. रोहित फादर सेड टू हिम. हिम म्हणजे कोणाला? रोहितला. माय चाइल्ड व्हॉट अ सिन्सियर बॉय यू आर. एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेन्स आहे. मी तुमचं लक्ष इकडे वेधू इच्छितो. आय ड्रॉ युअर अटेन्शन ऑन द रूल. When there is exclamatory sentence in direct speech and we want to convert it into indirect speech, तर आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे आधी? First we need to understand if it is exclamatory sentence, we need to orally convert it into assertive. म्हणजे प्रथम तोंडी assertive मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचे ते आणि मग त्याप्रमाणे हे चेंजेस करायचे. Now see here. What a sincere boy you are. This is exclamatory sentence. मात्याचं तोंडी कसं करायचं? You are a very sincere boy. You are a very sincere boy. आता त्याचं इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये करायचं आहे. रोहित's father exclaimed him lovingly. कुठून आणलं मी आता हे? हे एक्सप्रेशन्स काढून टाकले मी. माय चाइल्ड आणि त्याच्याऐवजी मी ऍडव्हर्ब घेतलाय. रोहित's father exclaimed him lovingly that he was for a second I draw your attention here. तुमचं लक्ष थोडा वेळ इकडे घ्या. What a sincere boy you are. डायरेक्ट मध्ये जर आर असेल तर बहुधा त्याचा वर होतो, पण एक्सेप्शनली त्याचं कन्वर्जन वॉज मध्ये कसं होतं इथं काही ना प्रश्न पडेल. आर तर प्लुरल नंबर मध्ये आहे, वॉज तर सिंग्युलर नंबर मध्ये आहे, असं कसं काय होतं. तर इथे यू आर कोणाला उद्देशून म्हटलेलं आहे, रोहितला. सो धिस यू इज इन सिंग्युलर नंबर, तू या अर्थाने आलेला आहे. आता आपण त्याचा तो असं म्हणणार इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये करताना, हा यू चा बदल इथे ही होणार, मग ही बरोबर वर येत नाही, वॉज येतो, आणि म्हणून आपण त्या आर चा बदल वॉज असा केला या ठिकाणी मी, कारण यू चा बदल ही झाला म्हणून आर चा बदल वॉज झाला. रोहित's father exclaimed him lovingly that he was a very कुठून आणला, एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेन्स मधला व्हॉट मला काढायचा आहे. ही वॉज अ व्हेरी sincere boy. I remove exclamation mark and give full stop. I repeat the answer again. Rohit's father exclaimed him lovingly that. इथे मी एक्सप्रेशन काढून टाकली माहिती आहे, त्याच्याऐवजी ॲडव्हर्ब घेतलेला आहे जे ॲप्रोप्रिएट बॅलन्स करतं मीनिंग. सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन दॅट घेतलेला आहे जे इथे सांगितलेलं आहे. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब एक्सक्लेम घेतलेला आहे, सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन दॅट घेतलेला आहे, आणि मग बेसिक चेंजेस केलेले आहे. यू आर आहे त्याचं ही वॉज झाला, आणि एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क रिमूव्ह केलाय, फुल स्टॉप दिलेला आहे, कोट्स काढून टाकले. सो दिस इज up to example number 8. Now and then we will stop. Now let's proceed to question number 9. He said to his daughter, where did you find this book? Now this is the sentence in direct speech. Who is the speaker? He. Who is the listener? His daughter. What is said? Where did you find this book? Type of the sentence in quotation mark. So where did you find this book? Yeah, ends with question mark. So this is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence ends with question mark. याचं उत्तर yes no टाइप मध्ये मिळणार नाही. आणि दुसरी खूण म्हणजे WH word. So this is WH question. This is subtype of interrogative sentence WH question. So what necessary changes? Reporting verb to be used asked, and subordinating conjunction the WH word given in the question. काय दिलेला आहे? Where. मग आता वापरायचं काय सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन where. मग आता बघूया. First remove said to. So speaker he asked his daughter, listener. He asked his daughter. हा W स्मॉल करायचा, नेहमी लक्षात ठेवायचा आहे. When there is WH question, प्रश्नातला जो WH वर्ड आहे तो कंजंक्शन म्हणून घेताना त्याचं कॅपिटल लेटर स्मॉल करायचं इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये. हे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. दिस इज व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. सो W small where. आता इथे बदल आहे. मगाशी पण मी सांगितलंय, I recently told you when we frame any interrogative sentence, first we take helping verb and subject goes to the next. But when we convert into indirect speech, आपल्याला आधी सब्जेक्टचा वापर करावा लागतो. आता इथे सिंग्युलर नंबर नॉमिनेटिव्ह केस यू, या यू चा बदल काय सुचवलेला आहे इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच करताना? ही किंवा शी. आता इथं बघायचं आहे कोण आहे लिसनर? हिज डॉटर. डॉटर फेमिनिन जेंडर, सिंग्युलर नंबर आहे, ही मुलगी आहे, आणि म्हणून बदल काय करायचा यू चा? शी. सो ही आस्क्ड हिज डॉटर वेअर, स्मॉल लेटर, वेअर शी Did you find सिंपल पास्ट टेन्स आहे, तिकडे लक्ष वेधू इच्छितो. रेग्युलर सेंटेन्स आहे, सिंपल पास्ट टेन्स मध्ये आहे. इथे बघा सिंपल पास्ट टेन्स मध्ये आहे आणि रेग्युलर वर्ब पण त्याच्यामध्ये दिलेला आहे, कंप्लीट वर्ब फाइंड. म्हणून त्याचा बदल कशात होईल, पास्ट परफेक्ट टेन्स मध्ये बदल होईल. सो he asked his daughter where she had found, past participle found, where she had found this. basic change आहे this चा इथे दाखवलेला आहे नंबर 18 ला. this is turned into that. so that book. इंटरोगेटिव्ह सेंटेन्स WH क्वेश्चन चे बदल बघा. पुन्हा एकदा सांगतोय, रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब चेंज केलं, आस्क्ड. प्रश्नाचा WH वर्ब कंजंक्शन म्हणून घेतला, बेसिक चेंजेस केले, टेन्स चेंजेस केले, पुन्हा बेसिक चेंजेस केले आणि रिमूव्ह केले कोटेशन मार्क्स वगैरे. सो द कंप्लीट आन्सर, ही आस्क्ड हिज डॉटर वेयर शी had found that book. This is indirect speech. And now the last sentence. My mother said to me, you are not paying attention to your studies. I humbly request you. This is tricky question. The last one is very tricky. I draw your attention towards its listener. मी तुमचं लक्ष इकडे वेधू इच्छितो, मी कडे, me, me. Speaker is my mother, listener is me. इकडे लक्ष द्या जरा. हे जे बेसिक चेंजेस आहेत ना, बेसिक चेंजेस मध्ये काय सांगितलेलं आहे, जर डायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये मी आला तर इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये त्याचा ही किंवा हर होतो, पण त्याचा आणि याचा काही संबंध नाहीये. लक्ष द्या, याचा संबंध याच्याशी जोडू नका, कारण हा मी अवतरण चिन्हाच्या बाहेरचा आहे आणि हा काय करतो, हा याच्यावरती इफेक्ट करतो. लक्ष द्या इकडे. युजुअली आपण अवतरण चिन्हाच्या आतलं जे सर्वनाम आहे ते जर प्रथम पुरुषी एकवचनी असेल, फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंग्युलर नाउन असेल, तर त्याचं थर्ड पर्सन सिंग्युलर नाउन करतो. पण इथे तसं होणार नाहीये. म्हणून हे एक्सेप्शनल आणि महत्त्वाचं वाक्य आहे. रूल सांगतो, तिथे लिहिलेला नाहीये कुठे हा रूल. हा रूल पुन्हा एकदा सांगतो, डायरेक्ट स्पीचच्या वाक्यामध्ये लिसनर जर फर्स्ट पर्सन असेल तर इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच मध्ये रूपांतर करताना अवतरण चिन्हातील त्याला उद्देशून असलेली जी सर्वनामं आहेत ते सगळे फर्स्ट पर्सन मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचे, थर्ड पर्सन मध्ये करण्याऐवजी. कारण सर्वसामान्य रूल काय आहे की आपण वी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू थर्ड पर्सन, पण इथे लिसनर फर्स्ट पर्सन मध्ये असल्यामुळे त्या सर्व नियमांना हा अपवाद आहे. दिस इज एन एक्सेप्शन टू ऑल द जनरल रूल्स ऑफ कन्वर्जन इन केस ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. दिस इज द लास्ट question for practice. My mother said to me, you are not paying attention to your studies. This is very important and exceptional sentence I have taken deliberately. I draw your attention here on the listener. The listener is first person singular number. हा सगळ्या नियमांना अपवाद आहे. जेवढे नियम आपण पहिले 9 वाक्य बघितली, we have studied 9 examples and converted them into indirect speech. So this is exception to all the above 9. त्याचं कारण आहे अवतरण चिन्हामध्ये जी सर्वनामं येतात they are converted into third person. त्याप्रमाणे कॉन्टेक्स्ट प्रमाणे सिंग्युलर नंबर, प्लुरल नंबर, फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन अकॉर्डिंगली जे असेल ते. परंतु इथे लिसनर फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंग्युलर नंबर असल्याने अवतरण चिन्हाच्या आतली जी सर्वनामं असतील they will be converted into first person. हा एक्सेप्शन टू द रूल. ऑल दीज रूल्स, हे जे इथे बदल दाखवलेले आहे बेसिक चेंजेस, त्याच्यामध्ये हा अपवाद आहे. हा नीट समजून घेण्याची गरज आहे. सो प्लीज बी अटेंटिव्ह. Who is the speaker? My mother. Who is the listener? Me. Type of sentence, statement. You are not paying attention to your studies. Statement म्हणजे assertive sentence आणि ते नेगेटिव्ह आहे कारण त्याच्यात नॉट आलेला आहे. ओके, आता इथे मी जसं म्हटलो की स्पीकर आणि लिसनर दोन्ही दिलेले आहे. माय मदर स्पीकर, मी लिसनर. मग इथं बघा स्पीकर व लिसनर दोन्ही असल्यास काय घ्यावं, टोल्ड घ्यावा. सेड टू दिलेला आहे त्याच्याऐवजी टोल्ड घ्यावा. म्हणजे आपण हा सेड टू काढून टाकणार आणि टोल्ड रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब घेणार. त्याच्यानंतर कंजंक्शन काय घेणार आपण, सबऑर्डिनेट कंजंक्शन दॅट. कारण काय, स्टेटमेंट आहे म्हणजे असर्टिव्ह सेंटेन्स आहे, निगेटिव्ह आहे, दॅट घेणार. हे झाले इथले बदल. आता जसं मी म्हणालो फर्स्ट पर्सन जर लिसनर असेल तर बदल सर्वनामांचे फर्स्ट पर्सन मध्ये होतील, थर्ड पर्सन मध्ये होणार नाही. हाच महत्त्वाचा नियम आहे. आणि राहिला शेवटचा महत्त्वाची गोष्ट समजून घेण्याची बदल करण्याआधी, टेन्स ऑफ द सेंटेन्स. यू आर नॉट पेइंग अटेन्शन टू युअर स्टडीज. प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअस टेन्स आहे. सो इथे बघा प्रेझेंट कंटिन्युअस टेन्स, सो इट विल बी टर्न्ड इनटू पास्ट कंटिन्युअस टेन्स. मग याप्रमाणे आता आपण बदल करूया. स्पीकर माय मदर, सेड टू काढला, टोल्ड लिसनर मी, सबऑर्डिनेट कंजंक्शन दॅट, माय मदर टोल्ड मी दॅट. हा झाला फर्स्ट पर्सन मध्ये बदल. हेच महत्वाचं आहे. इथे यू चा बदल ही किंवा शी होणार नाही, तो आय होईल कारण लिसनर मी आहे. हेच मॅटर करतं खूप. टोल्ड मी दॅट आय. मग आता आर चा बदल काय होईल, वॉज. जसं मी मगाशी म्हटलं होतो की एक्सेप्शनली त्याचा बदल जो आहे तो लक्षात ठेवावा लागेल. प्रत्येक वेळेस आर चा वर असा बदल होणार नाही. सो आय वॉज नॉट पेइंग अटेन्शन टू. इथे युअरचा बदल पुन्हा आणखी होईल, टू माय स्टडीज. I repeat again, my mother told me that I was not studying. Tense बदलला, present continuous था past continuous केला, attention to my studies. So these are the changes. My mother told me that I was not paying attention to my studies. So हे exceptional sentence आहे. तर अशा प्रकारच्या वाक्याकडे पण आपण वेळोवेळी लक्ष दिलं पाहिजे. When you read, when you write, when you speak, you have to be very cautious regarding all these. So this is not very difficult, but you need frequent practice. So if you do the frequent practice of reading, writing, solving few examples, not a long list of the questions, but 2 to 3 examples every day, if you manage, you try, so I hope you will not have any difficulty in case of changing the sentences into indirect speech. So this was the topic. This is very important not only for the academic year of 9th and 10th standard, but this is in the long run of your future, because after your 10th standard, 12th standard, you are going to appear for graduation. There also these questions of changing into indirect speech are asked, and later on when you will appear for the competitive exams like MPSC and UPSC or other bank competitive exams, other competitive exams, so this question is asked everywhere, so you need to understand it properly and do not forget it. I request you to have a very close look on these charts, that way you can write them in your notebook and practice it. One more instruction only, I will provide you the related assignment and activities of changing into indirect speech on my blog and will share with you. So necessarily you have to visit the link of my blog and solve more examples with the help of the assignment provided in the link. Thank you.